Da-na, da-na-na-na-na. Da-na, da-na-na-na-na. Bum, bum. Hi guys, welcome back to Team Dankism. Today,
if you're wondering why our boss is back, don't. We've decided not to question much of anything anymore. Except for this fucking movie that we're about to watch for Thanksgiving. I mean, are you serious?
it's called We're Back. There's this dude with some magic crack. He advertises it as cereal, but I'm pretty sure it's crack. So basically, he gives it to these dinosaurs,
and he kind of sort of roofies them.
Yeah, he roofies them,
which causes their eyes to grow bigger and closer to their
yeah,
head,
he basically
like kind of a pedophile.
Long story short, he roofies them, and then he makes them fix the world's problems because you know what? Fuck you. Okay.
Do they even solve any problems though?
I mean, they get two kids in a relationship. They're like 5 though.
That doesn't solve the world's problems though.
I mean, all you're causing is teen pregnancy.
Yeah, it's kind of teen pregnancy, but okay.
There's too many people.
Okay, so we start off with this stupid, like, what is it? A blue jay, right? We're all agreeing that it's a blue jay, right?
It's a blue jay.
I think it's a pigeon.
I thought it was,
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
oh, wait,
anyway.
Before we go on, I want to say, yes, we have recruited more members of the team. We have recruited more people into Satan's... I mean, the...
Satan's butthole.
Hail Satan.
Hail Hitler.
Anyway, so we start off with this, blue jay. Half convinced he's gay.
Half blue jay, half pigeon.
Yeah, half blue jay, half pigeon. We'll go with that. He's getting bullied by, these...
He's getting bullied by his Chad brothers, and then he decides, hey, I'm gonna run off to the circus and become the very best, like no one ever was. But then he falls out of his bird hole like a fucking asshole. Then he lands on this dinosaur that's playing golf, and
he says, in pretty much this exact voice, "Oh, hey there, what's going on? Aren't you missing your nest? You're just a little baby.
Ain't you a dinosaur?
Why, yes. From tooth to toe, I am.
Then what the heck are you doing playing golf?
I'm smart, Buster.
Wrong.
No, I started off stupid and violent. I was a real terror then. I was a real animal.
And you're not gonna believe this shit. It actually ties in to the main plot. Because
this annoying green fuck voiced by Jay Leno grabs a couple dinosaurs and gives them some blue pills and is like,
crack. We've established that this is crack.
So he crackifies them and then they turn into pedosaurs. You're never gonna guess what the T-Rex's name is, by the way. Just the first thing that pops in your mind is probably right.
Everyone sit back and hold tight for whose obvious name is that anyway? I'm your host, an incredibly bored man with no life outside of his basement. As your totally uncharacteristically enthusiastic announcer, I have to ask the important question. What is the dinosaur's name?
Is it A, Rex, B, Rex,
or C, John Goodman?
The cunt who crackifies them basically takes them and he kind of dumps them in the water. And it's just like, you know, fuck you. And there's this, like, kid
who's most likely born in the wrong generation.
Yeah, and he's like 5, but he knows how to build himself his own, like, mini sailboat and is sailing in the... What's the river name in Manhattan? Over the Manhattan
Hudson River?
Yeah, that dirty-ass river down in fucking Manhattan. Anyway, dumps them in there and they see this kid.
Hi, my name's Dweeb.
I'm Elsa.
Oh, man, I haven't been on a trip like that since college.
They got onto land, and then the T-Rex fell into the water, and of course he can't swim, and Louie saves him by going into a construction machine.
It took him like 5 minutes to figure out where the fucking key was to turn the ignition.
Even though that's probably the time the dinosaur would have died.
Yeah.
As well.
I wish I had a friend.
The Forget. I am going to commit suicide.
got the dinosaurs kind of hiding in this little alleyway, and fuck, I forget.
That's where they meet the little girl.
Yeah, I forget what the name of the pterodactyl is. Elsa, right.
Let it go!
Shut up. They fly and they're like, oh wow, they go through a building, classic Superman scene or something. Yeah, I think. And then basically they meet this little hoe and she's like instantly yeah, she's a thought and she's instantly into this Louis kid. And
it's like classic wish fulfillment.
Yeah, classic wish fulfillment. You're right.
Back off, back off. You're fogging the glass.
In the arms of the angel.
It's my parents. They're just never around. It's Thanksgiving and they're off doing other things. You see, my father's very business and my mother's very social.
God left me unfinished!
She's got like this probably $100 hat just sitting there and she just throws it off the balcony like, fuck money. I'm running to the circus.
They also established that the girl's parents are whores and
communism.
And just kind of ignore her existence for all of her life. They even go on vacation without her. What? What parents act like that? Seriously, what kind of parents would literally leave their child at home while going to the fucking beach and getting high and fucking some dudes in their bikinis and shit?
That's the exact type of parent that would do that, dude.
No offense,
the rich kind.
I'll leave your ass.
I would leave you too.
In the arms.
So then they hide inside this little parade with Woody Woodfucker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I wish I could see real dinosaurs. Wouldn't it be great if they were real?
Cool.
Did you know statistically, 1 in 10 people live next door to a pedophile? Not me though. Not me though. I live next to a little 10-year-old boy with a badass.
Roll back the rock to the dawn of time when the earth was smoking and the lava.
Oh god, no, not a shitty musical number. Next.
Spider-Man was thick as fuck, man.
Oh my god.
Ass.
He landed
right
on it.
Lunch and dinner.
Oh my god. Got 2 planets. Oh!
Once everyone realizes that they're real dinosaurs, they're like, oh no, scared, call the police, and so the police are there.
You know what, this movie's actually very crazy, so let's just get right to the good stuff. So they kind of run away from the cops because I don't know why the cops would have anything to do against
the cops can't do anything to dinosaurs. Like, what crime did they commit that they need to be
being a dinosaur?
Put in prison
hashtag dinosaur lives matter.
No, they don't.
Which makes us wonder why Dr. New Eyes did this in the first place. It's like, this isn't bringing happiness, this is bringing chaos.
That's the truth, Skipper.
I've made a fortune out of my brain grain cereal. And now in my golden years, I'm trying to give something back.
The pain and suffering of each and every innocent soul I used to make this time machine.
In which there they meet Professor Screw Eyes, the incredibly evil old dude who looks like he has the eyes of Bill Cipher.
Huh, did we even bother talking about the fact that a herbivore was eating sausages?
Oh yeah, that's weird. So basically sounds like Bill Cosby. Anyway, and they're kind of like, oh yeah, we want to join the circus. And at first he's like, no, get the fuck out. And then they come back in, which is an invasion of privacy, and he could have shot their asses dead and no question asked. Anyway, and they're like, please. And he's like, no, fuck you. And then they come back a third time, and for some reason it's always the rule of 3. They're just like, fine! He pricks his finger.
A contract that's completely empty.
Yeah.
He says, sign here. And he's like,
in blood. That's never a good thing when it's empty and you have to sign in blood.
It's empty.
You're right.
As soon as they sign it in blood, the fucking contract lights up in flames like, and
then Satan. Professor Screw Eye turns them into fucking apes.
The kids are mine.
Hey, look what I can do.
Change them back.
Fat chance.
And he's like, the only way these kids are turning back to normal is if you guys turn back into savages with my, what did he call it?
I don't know. Brain drain.
Brain drain.
Brain drain.
Basically anti-crack. And
It's enlightenment pills.
Yeah, it's the red pill. And no, it's the purple pill.
No, but they were green. The black pill.
Whatever. Yeah, the black pill.
He opens up the circus.
Right.
Because, you know, he wants to scare them all. So whatever, what the fuck.
He's probably one of the worst villains I've ever seen in fictional history.
Yeah, he's actually mentally ill.
I guess you could say he has a screw loose.
His plan is just to scare everyone.
Yeah.
It's just so thrilling and so fulfilling to give somebody the worst time they've ever had.
He basically lets the T-Rex out of his shackles and seduces it. And
let the shackles be released.
yeah, release the the shackles.
Oh,
release the craggle. Release the craggle. Anyway.
And the kids come over and hug all the dinosaurs and revert them back to their brainful selves.
And pretty much, the movie's over. The only part that's even, it's not worth mentioning, but it's like...
Oh yeah, the clown.
The clown's basically like, fuck you and you can suck my cock.
I forgot to tell you. I quit! Point is, I quit. Quitski. Over and out, Scoot. That's all she wrote. Keep my last check, buddy. Here's my shoe, my nose, my horn, my buzzer, my fake arm.
2 hours later.
That's harmony!
The clown is the best character.
Then there's a really creepy scene where, like, Screw-Eye gets scared himself and the crow's like...
When I have no one to scare, I get very frightened myself. The crow's good.
Fatality.
That's the end of the movie. Anyone want to add anything before we wrap this up?
The
Alright.
movie ends with the dinosaurs being in an exhibit for some whitewashing old lady who's shorter than the kids she's advertising for.
Yeah.
And they surprise the kids by coming to life.
And this is
possibly
after the
eating
fact
them.
that the police just tried to arrest them
But
for
now it's
them being dinosaurs.
But now it's completely fine because
And then the
happy
dinosaurs.
endings.
Oh, also the dinosaurs go to the museum and are a live exhibit, and only the kids get to see
But
them.
here's my thing. How did at the beginning the dinosaur end up playing golf? He was at the museum. Do they get like days off? Do they get paid?
Dude, that
Like,
was-
what are dinosaur paychecks?
It was probably a Saturday.
Sausage.
Alright. Alright, so...
But she said they needed to stay in.
Guys, let's focus.
Alright.
Focus.
So anyway-
Focus.
Right.
Hocus
So then
pocus.
he puts the bird back into his bird hole and is like, remember my story, even though he didn't really learn anything from it. It was kind of like one of those moments that you just kind of watch and you're like, what the fuck? This is incredibly over the top.
I guess
makes
I
no
learned
sense,
something.
and makes you
Yeah, that
realize
Steven Spielberg was on like LSD.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't on LSD. Let's take it higher. He was on bath salts.
Okay,
I'd
so
rather be on Basel.
so that was We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. What are our final thoughts?
Shit.
Clown was the best.
Dinosaur lives matter.
Josh, get in here. You have to say what you thought.
Dinosaurs are gay and should die.
Well, there you heard it from Dinosaur Hitler.
I think Professor Screw-Eye is screwed in the head.
All right, so that's gonna wrap up our review. Thank you all for watching. Please
Don't forget to eat your dino nuggets.
Right, Dino Nuggets, Tyson.
Support Hitler.
Anyway, that's going to wrap up our review. Thank you for watching. If you can, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. You know, you know the lot.
And go kill some dinos.
You
always
watch YouTube on the regular, so,
Even if
you know.
Even if this is kind of a weird video, we just kind of made this to let you know.
We're back!
We're back, bitches.
Which is why the movie's called We're Back.
We're back.
Yeah, the movie just kind of exists
And
to let you
we're
know
all
that
here.
we exist, and
Yeah.
we're going to continue making reviews in the future.
All right.
I'm the new guy, by the way.
All
By
right.
the way, we have some new members. Josh.
Josh
would you
from
like to say
Drake
about
and
the channel?
Josh is here. Would you like to say anything?
I'm not from Drake and Josh.
And Nick Bradham, what would you like to say?
I don't have much to say other than the fact that Weeaboo lives matter as well.
Fuck off. All right. Never mind. Never mind. He doesn't get to be on the channel anymore. All right. This is Team Dankism. Me? Me stop?
No.
Okay.
You can stop.
This is Team Dankism signing off. See ya.